NBA, the season starts tonight, 2 months later than usual after the shortest offseason in the four major sports history. The Brooklyn Nets at home against the Golden State Warriors tonight. Kevin Durant against his old team. We get Katie and Kyrie in the regular season. Also, Steph Curry is back for Golden State. And the Lakers battle the Clippers as LeBron, AD, and company begin defense of their title. They get their rings tonight with the Clippers looking on. Lakers favorite to win another ring this season. Here's Dave McMenamin.
Cork the champagne. Cease the confetti. Stop the celebration. The longest season in NBA history was followed by the shortest offseason the sport has ever seen. Time for the Lakers to get back to work.
Here comes LBJ! Oh, he's smoking hot!
Their repeat dream will be determined by LeBron James and Anthony Davis primarily.
James lobs it up, and Davis throws it down.
LeBron's embarking on his 18th season and is about to turn 36. Not like age has ever stopped him before.
Oh, LeBron! Say it with your chest!
And AD signed a new deal to continue manning the middle.
He's met at the rim by Davis.
Several of their supporting pieces have been swapped out. Dennis Schroder arrived in a trade for Danny Green, making up for Rajon Rondo's departure. Sixth Man of the Year, Montrezl Harrell, sauntered down the hall at Staples Center, more than filling the void created by Dwight Howard signing with Philadelphia. JaVale McGee was traded to make room for Marc Gasol, and Wesley Matthews left the MVP to come west. Got that? We'll get this.
They are light years ahead of every other team right now in the Western Conference.
All those moves only amped up expectations. It's championship or bust. Banner number 18 for the Lakers to pass the Celtics. Ring number 5 for LeBron to draw even with Kobe, Magic, and Duncan. The challenge is about to begin.
Thank you, Dave. Moments ago, LeBron James taking to Twitter announcing his excitement about tonight's ring ceremony. Wow, ring night, man. Just hit me. Man, oh man. Hate my family, friends, and fans won't be there to witness it, though. Nevertheless, I can't believe I'm ringing it up again. Dave McMenamin back to work with us now. Dave, what are you hearing about the plan for LeBron's workload earlier this season, starting with tonight's opener against the Clippers?
Yeah, Jay, it's his 18th opening night, 4th ring night. And I think a little covered storyline of last season with the Lakers in year 17 was it was the least amount of minutes he's played in his career. So certainly his partnership with Frank Vogel began with an eye towards the long term. Certainly the production didn't fall off. He was second in the league in MVP voting. He won Finals MVP. But LeBron told us during the preseason that this will be a collaborative process between himself, his trainer, longtime trainer, and trusted trainer, Mike Mancias, the Lakers coaching staff, and the rest of the Lakers medical team. But bear in mind, LeBron's philosophy has always been, if I'm healthy, I'm playing. And when you think about him signing this 2-year extension in the offseason, eyeing potentially the end of the road, he's going to want to play as many games as possible because it's not just about accumulating championships at this point. He can catch Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the all-time scoring list if he keeps staying in the lineup.
That is true. That is true. And you mentioned Frank Vogel. Lakers with wholesale changes to their championship roster this offseason. Most notably, they added Montrezl Harrell and Dennis Schroder. How will Vogel work them into the fold?
Yeah, certainly. I think if you look at the starting lineup compared to last year, you can pencil in LeBron James. You can pencil in Anthony Davis. You could probably pencil in Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, even though he was limited by injury during the preseason. So it's all about those other two spots. Certainly, Marc Gasol has distinguished himself as the front runner for the starting ability out of the high post, gives the Lakers a secondary playmaker that they didn't have on last year's championship team. And certainly he's up there in age himself, but he knows how to manage his body to go through a championship run as he showed a couple of years ago in Toronto. The question is, what do they do with that extra wing position? We saw Kyle Kuzma start some games. We saw Dennis Schroder start some games. We saw Wesley Matthews start some games. That's going to be the roster math that Frank Vogel will reveal. And he told us, I'm not going to reveal my starting lineup until I have to. And that's going to be a half hour before tip-off tonight against the Clippers.
Lakers taking on Kawhi Leonard and crew, 10 Eastern. LeBron 10 and 15 against Kawhi in his career, by the way. Dave McMenamin, thank you, brother.
Ring night in LA, a guy who has a couple of them is Steph Curry. We're going to go one-on-one with him, how the Dub Star is adjusting to Golden State's underdog status this season. And
I fixed that. So let's take a look at the odds to win MVP this season. Luka Doncic is the favorite, followed by the reigning back-to-back winner Giannis. Steph is third, followed by the Lakers' dynamic duo of LeBron and AD. Dominic, you're up first here. Do you think Luka should be the favorite?
Absolutely not. Like, I understand all the love that we have for Luka, the big shot he hit. And I mean, frankly, the greatness that he's been since he walked in the league. I think he will win an MVP. But we give the MVP to a player on a team that is dominant, that is at the top of the league, or at least the top of their conference. Mavericks aren't going to be that. It's going to be AD. AD is going to be the MVP because their team is going to be, the Lakers are going to have the best record, or at least the best record in the West, maybe the best record in the whole NBA. We don't do it that way. If you think last year, we went to Giannis. Giannis had the best record in all of the league, and the Bucks had the best record. The year before that, Giannis again. Then we had that one aberration where we gave it to Russ. Then it was Steph again, 2 years in a row. Like, that's a thing that happens. It's what we do in the NBA. We give it to the best player on the best team. And then while I think LeBron is the best player on that team in the regular season, AD is going to be carrying them. He will be their workhorse. I imagine AD should be the front runner for MVP because the Mavs, at best, I see them as like a 5-4 seed, which isn't anything to sneeze at, but that's not an MVP type season for that team.
Once Porzingis comes back, the Mavs are going to be a very dominant team, more dominant than people realize, I think. That's number one. Number two, Luka's three-point percentage ticks up just a little bit, and there's no reason to think it won't, given the trajectory of his career and his age. He's going to be 30 points with a triple-double on average for the season. And now, MVP should just be given to the best player, in my opinion. I think that'll be LeBron James. If you ask me right now who I think is going to be the best player in the league, it's LeBron. Who actually wins the MVP? It's not always the best player. Luka's going to put up cartoon statistics for a dominant team. He's clearly going to be the best player on that team, and as great as Porzingis will be, I believe if he's healthy, Porzingis is going to miss a nice chunk of the season, taking him out of the MVP conversation. He's not going to peel away votes from Luka, whereas LeBron and AD will peel away votes from each other. Luka Doncic is going to win MVP this year.
No, he won't. No, he won't. And I love Luka, but LeBron James, it's time for him to pass the torch. And I think we saw that last year. He went through Anthony Davis. And coming into this season with a short turnaround in the offseason, we won't see a lot of LeBron. He probably won't be playing a lot of minutes, but Anthony Davis will. And with the supporting cast that he has, he's going to tear the league up. Like I said, this is a guy that is a generational talent, Max. We've never seen nothing like Anthony Davis. Nothing. Not the skill set, not the way that he's able to take you to the outside, shoot three-pointers, take you on the low block, offensive rebound, defensive rebound, switch 1 through 5. He's going to be on the mission. I think the Lakers are going to feature him. They're going to go through him. And LeBron James right now, I guarantee you, he don't have a problem with passing the torch. And I strongly believe that Anthony Davis is going to win the MVP this year. He's my pick
when you pass the
because
torch.
He's just unstoppable. He's unstoppable. He's unstoppable. And LeBron James said it. Hey, this is a short turnaround, and this is what I got Anthony Davis for, Max. So if you can't read the writing on the wall, he said it clear as day. He's passing the torch. He started doing it.
When you pass the torch, you pass the ball.
That's why.
And whenever you pass the ball to the guy who scores, they give you an assist. And if LeBron averages 10, 11, 12 assists a game, because he couldn't average under 20 points if he tried, if he averages 25 points and 12 assists a game, he will absolutely split the vote with AD. There's almost no way that they could feature AD in a way on that team where LeBron won't also get credit. They're going to split that vote. Well, you know, like, and Luka, on the other hand, as excellent as Porzingis is, going to miss too much of the season.
They did it last year, Max. Anthony Davis led in every statistical category except assists. So that means to tell me he led in steals, he led in points, he led in rebounds.
Did he win
MVP?
MVP?
Led in blocks. I'm telling you, Max, it's only going to get better. This was year one playing with LeBron James, and now we're going into year two after a championship, after a short turnaround. LeBron James is not going to have a problem deferring to Anthony Davis. The Los Angeles Lakers is now